Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Bob and Barry live preview show from Monday, May 9th, 2022. Everyone, please say hello to my co host over here on this side of the screen, Mr. Barry Cummins.
Hey, everybody. Sure didn't miss you last Tuesday night. Glad to be with you here today from sunny Alabama. It's goodbye winter and hello summertime, just like that right there here. How you doing out there in Texas, Bob?
Well, we're doing pretty good. It's you just like you said, we went from nice weather to terrible weather. Yesterday for Mother's Day, we had low to middle 90s in the Metroplex here, and the heat index was over triple digits. It was a hot one. Me, my family, wife, all went out to the harbor district out at Lake Ray Hubbard and had a nice dinner, early dinner, late lunch. Had to wait over right at 2 hours to get a table. Sat out by the fountain and the lake, watched the boats go by and everything that was going on. It was a good time. It was just hot, very hot.
I'd like to say happy Mother's Day to all those mothers out there. You all do a wonderful job. Thank you for what you do.
Very true, very true. So how was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. Didn't really do anything exciting. Tara had two shows this week, so I spent time with her. And like I say, this is Mother's Day weekend. My mother passed in '99, but just kind of a sad time, for those. It's tough for people who don't have their parents this time of year.
It really is. We went out and put flowers on my mom's grave and my mother-in-law's grave Saturday, and wasn't too bad. It was both of their graves are in a shady spot, so it wasn't too bad as far as the heat goes. But it's amazing how you go from really nice, because we just last week we had nights in the 60s, and now we're boom, just like overnight we went from, like you say, nice weather to hot weather. But that's the way it is in the South, ain't it right?
Absolutely. It's like blackberry winter here yesterday, 62 degrees now. It's up in the 80s and probably going to climb close to the 90s. So it changes.
So we're about a day or two ahead of you on all that. That's the way we were, and we pushed it your way. So enjoy it while you got it.
Oh, yeah. You keep that 100 and plus heat index out there over Texas.
Well, I tell you what, our dew points was in the low 70s yesterday, and that's just flat mucky. I mean, anytime you get from 70, 71, 72, and your dew points and your humidity levels are up and all that Gulf moisture blowing in, it's miserable.
It makes fat boys suck wind for sure. Old Bruce up there is 34 degrees there.
Ah, you rascal. Well,
glad to see everybody on with us today.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, let's do something new today. We're going to do Santa's Closet trivia, but we've got something new we want to play. It's not a finished product, but we worked on it for a while. I'll put it together, and we'll play it today and refine it over the next week or so. But right after this, we'll be right back.
Hey everyone, Elf Angela Mack here for the Bob and Barry Live Preview Show. The Bob and Barry Live Preview Show is brought to you by Santa's Closet. Santa's Closet has been delivering unique, value-packed Santa and Mrs. Claus accessories since 2004. Santa's Closet's main goal is to provide both a superior customer experience with tremendous value for their customers. Santa's Closet brings more than 400 separate products to the Claus community at a reasonable price. Don't forget to check out their sister site, MrsClausJewels.com, where Mrs. Claus Janice is a leading supplier for Mrs. Claus, elves, and Santa jewelry, knickknacks, and accessories. Both Tom and Janice are passionate about exceeding your expectations, bringing you products of unparalleled quality and design. Visit their sites at santascloset.org and MrsClausJewels.com. This is Elf Angela reminding you to catch our show every Monday at 3 p.m. Central. Thanks for watching. Now let's get back to the Bob and Barry Live Preview Show and today's Monday Santa's Closet Trivia.
That's a great commercial, and we appreciate Tom for all he does for us and sponsoring the trivia question. And if Angela would put that up, we'll go ahead and go with our trivia. The winner's going to get one of these awesome Santa keys and some other goodies that Tom's been sending out to the winners. So good luck. All right, in the movie Home Alone, which comedian plays Gus Polinski, the polka musician who helps Kate? In the movie Home Alone, which comedian plays Gus Polinski, the polka musician who helps Kate? And I probably just butchered that last name.
No, Polinski is correct. And don't forget, if you won in the last 30 days, we like to say you're in timeout. Just kind of give someone else a chance to win. Some people are better at trivia than others. Some are quicker on the keyboards than others. So this kind of play makes the playing field a little more even. Hey, Barry, do you know how to polka dance?
I do not know how to polka dance. Only thing I can dance to is the belly rubbing songs. And if I'm on the disco floor and the spider runs between my feet, I can moonwalk.
There you go. All right. Looks like we got some answers coming in, so we will reveal the correct answer at the end of the show, and either this afternoon or tomorrow put up the lucky winner on the Set Bob's Live Facebook group. All right, Barry. So let's talk about our guests that we got coming up. That's what the previous show is kind of all about. So talk about who we got coming.
Absolutely. We got Mrs. Ellen Turpening. She's a Mrs. Claus. She also has a Mrs. Claus Facebook group that where she encourages other Mrs. Claus to join, and they get together and learn and share ideas. She not only works for the Santa Claus, but she does a lot of stand-alone events, tea time with Mrs. Claus, library visits, home visits, baking. So she does a lot of things as Mrs. Claus, and looking forward to hearing what she has to say. She's a very educated woman, has an education background, working with special needs children too. So that's going to be good to hear. And she's a Sat Bob's graduate. She just recently graduated Sat Bob's class up there in Ohio.
That's correct too. We got coming a week after that.
Week after that is me. On May the 17th, and then on May the 24th, we have Roger Minton. May 31st, close out May, we're going to have you, Bob McMasters. In June, we'll have Lee Andrews, and June 14th, Bo Turner, and Gina Bacon with us on June the 21st. And to close out June, we're going to have Santa Larry Talbert with us. So we've got a good lineup, and more to be announced coming soon.
That's correct. Now, if anyone has any questions that they want to submit to be asked this following week, not tomorrow, but the following week on the Barry interview that you want me to ask him, anything you want to know about Barry, throw them to me as quick as you can. That way we'll get them put into the script and get them ready for next week's show. The week that I'm in, same thing. You can go ahead and start submitting questions for me. Anything you want to know about me, my past hobbies, how I got started as a Santa, which we'll talk about, and different things of that nature, but throw those in. I do want to mention, since yesterday was Mother's Day, I chose May 31st for my interview because that is my mother's birthday. And I just felt like that would be a good day to do my interview for you guys and kind of celebrate her birthday with you. So anyway, get those questions in that you might have for me or Barry for the interviews that we'll be doing. And I'm looking at maybe bringing someone in to help me next week. I hadn't etched anybody in, but I may bring in a co-host to help me pick Barry's brain.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm going to go ahead and let the cat out of the bag on one thing and give you one little tidbit about Barry. When I'm at the beach wearing red, I get swamped all the time. And it's not what you think. I have people coming up to me saying, "Hey, you look just like David Hasselhoff, except your face and body are different."
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
I got you, didn't I?
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I'm excited about the shows that we have coming up. Got quite the lineup. You just etched Larry Talbert in today. He is a magician. does a lot of public speaking events, and he's going to be another great guest. Of course, we've had Gina Bacon on before, and we're working on some other guests. Working on one from across the pond. We can't say anything until we actually get that penciled in, but someone that we're really excited about having in, if we can secure that. We'll tell you more about that if and when that happens. What else you got, Barry?
We're working on some more Mrs. Clauses too, because they have some really good information. A lot of them are very educated. Some of them's attended the same schools as their Santas and has great new ideas how Mrs. Claus can work alone or team up with other Santas and work. So it's just refreshing and to hear their point of view.
Yeah. I'm not sure why I'm not having any technical difficulties on my end. Are you, Barry?
Now mine seems to be going pretty good. I'm running through the Ethernet here.
Yeah, me too. So I'm not sure there. Might try.
Yeah, I'd like to share a little thing. I'm a member of the Cotton State Santas here in Northwest Alabama. If Angie put that up for me, we're having our second annual get together at the Lurleen B. Wallace Pavilion over in Gunnersville, Alabama. It's on the beautiful banks of the Tennessee River. Last year we had over 100 Santa and Mrs. Clauses. Spangle had his goods there. He's supposed to be there this year. There'll be other vendors. Come out and visit with us. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Going to have food trucks and a lot of people's bringing desserts and stuff. So come on out and visit with us. Heck, we had Santas from Tennessee and Georgia with us last year, some from Mississippi. Some of you guys up in Michigan, wherever you are, get over that way and come see us. It'll be a fun day. Beautiful, beautiful area over there.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I might mention real quick, since you mentioned Spangle's name, he just got several large shipments of Santa apparel, puffy sleeve shirts, coats, Santa, long continental coats, parade coats, whatever you want to call them, and Santa suits and stuff in all kinds of new materials. Some that are even made out of cloth that are a fantastic print on those. So if you're interested in getting you something to upgrade for the upcoming Christmas season, you might run over there if you're in the area and check out what he's got in his vendor's trailer.
Yeah, some of our members, they sell stuff too. So we'll have be a lot of stuff available there if you're a Santa or Mrs. Claus.
Yep, for sure.
Come out and fellowship with us and say hello. We'd love to see you there.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, what else we got going on? We might as well go ahead and mention it. We hated to have to do this. We don't like doing this, especially as much work as we put into preparing for our Santa schools. But we had to pull the plug on the Tennessee class Saturday. We had several couples that have had things come up within their families and was not going to be able to make it. So the minimum was just not there, although we were right there at the minimum. But things happen, life happens, family comes first. And so we had to pull the plug on the Tennessee class for now. Doesn't mean that we won't have a Tennessee class in the near future, but that's up to those folks over in that region. Again, if you want to have a class anywhere across the country, we cover all the lower 48 in Canada. Just reach out to any of us and any of the instructors, me, Barry, Gordon Bailey, Keith Alton up in Canada. The best way to reach us, though, is at satbobschool@yahoo.com, satbobschool@yahoo.com. That's the email address and for the schools, and we can reach out and answer any questions you have there. With as many folks as you guys have in Southern Alabama, Florida area, that might be a good region. I know Mark Walker had already prepaid to come to the class. He's down there in the southern part. And so
absolutely. I would love to put something together down there on the Gulf Coast.
Yep, that
would be a great area to have it there. And hey, you're at the beach, regardless of what time of year it is.
That's correct. A beautiful, beautiful part of the United States. And of course, this time of year, you get those Gulf breezes. Sometimes that brings in the moisture. Sometimes it's not too bad. Hey, Jamie, I want to say hi to Jamie Dozier today. Thank you, Jamie, for the offer that you made us. And again, we're sorry that the Nashville class did not work out. We know you were going to come to that class also and actually do a presentation for us if it had to happen. But again, we're still working. We're working hard. We're always here. Just let us know if you want a class in your area, and we'll do what we can to try to put one together and bring it to you.
Yeah, I'd like to say thank you to Bruce Templeton and Michael Hull and Derek Dugan, Mitch Allen. A bunch of those were going to come in and do presentations for us.
Michael Bauer.
Jim Enos with the reindeer retreat. He was going to come in and do a presentation for us. So we'll get back with them and we'll get that together and be able to have them in class one day soon.
That was quite the lineup. I was really excited about that lineup that we had for presenters. Not only does the curriculum get covered, but then those extra presentations just really adds a flair to the classes. Hey, Santa Marcus, good afternoon, brother.
Yeah, there's people comes in each and every, year with new ideas and fresh things that maybe somebody's been a Santa for, a long period of time they had not ever thought about. So, always continue to learn and get better and work on your craft, because when you do that, the children benefit and your clients benefit.
That's for sure. All right, so we got anything else to work on today, Barry?
No, just looking forward to tomorrow night's show. Should be a good one. Sure did hate missing Tuesday night, but like we say, sometimes family comes first, and my daughter's last recital with her band there, so I couldn't miss that.
Yep, like I said earlier, family comes first. Answer to your question there, Santa Tom, yes, we would love to come up to Vancouver, Portland area. To travel that far, we're going to have a minimum of about 20 students for 2 instructors to come. And if we just had 1 instructor, we might be able to scale that back a little bit. But we'll talk to you about that here more in the near future. That would be awesome. I agree.
Absolutely.
Yes, I'm sorry, Barry, go ahead.
No, I said absolutely. And for those of you joining us late, tomorrow night, special guest going to be Mrs. Claus, Ellen Turpinin. So looking forward to having Miss Ellen on with us. You'll benefit and learn a lot from her. She's very experienced.
Yes, for sure. And she has some great questions, and her class participation, I hear, in the Ohio class this last month was top notch.
Hello, Renee. All those that's joining us here late. Got NWA Santa Marcus with us, and Jamie, Mark. Mm-hmm. Good to see everybody.
All right, so at this point, let's go ahead and reveal the trivia question answer. You want to give that to him today, Barry?
Yeah, his name was John Candy, one of my favorite actors.
That's correct. That's in the movie Home Alone, which comedian plays Gus Polinski, the polka musician who helped Kate. And that was, of course, as Barry just said, John Candy. Yeah, another great actor that everyone loved to laugh at, because he was quite the comedian also.
Absolutely. He sure was funny.
Mm-hmm. Sure was
funny. But anyway, and for those of you who joined us late too, we had up earlier the Cotton State thing for May 21st. Come join us and see us over there in beautiful Gunnersville, Alabama, on the Tennessee River. You can do fishing, all sorts of activities right there. Just a beautiful setting at the pavilion there, the Lurleen B. Wallace Pavilion. And should be about 100 Santas and Mrs. Clauses. So it's always a good time. Going to be food trucks there, plus, individual people bringing desserts, and probably need to bring your own drinks. But it'll be a fun time. It was last year.
Yeah, I remember y'all had quite the turnout last year, and I know Spangle said that he was really excited and had a great time, and was looking forward to going back. Last week's Tuesday night live show, we'll jump over to that real quick because we've got a few minutes to chat here. But trying to do that show basically by myself. I mean, I brought Spangle in at the first. We was really just going to bring him in the middle of the show, as we always do. And then he was just going to kind of hang out with us for the second half of the show. He normally goes back into the green room, which is off screen, but still watches the show from there. And then when the show is over, we all go back into the green room and chat for a moment before we disperse for the night. And we pick him back up there and chat with him after the show. But anyway, we was going to have him hang out, but I decided at the last minute to bring him in, and he kind of had had that deer in the headlight look for part of the show. And I went to him once and was going to get him to, ask a question or two, but he was so wrapped up into watching our guest and listening to what the show had to offer that he didn't know where we were at. But I got to tell you, and the reason I bring this up is two people doing a show together as me and Barry do, and after working together now for we're almost halfway through our second season here, and when he's asking questions on Tuesday Night Live, I'm looking at the script to see what's next, how much time have we used, just overseeing, trying to formulate a follow-up question if I have one that pops up in my head. And last week I caught myself with that deer in the headlight look a couple of times because I was trying to do so much without Barry there, by my side to help me. So you were sorely missed last week, Barry, is what I'm getting around.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate Spangle having me a little paper airplane there in my memory there to start out the show, and end it with Big Claws with Care. We got that in there, even though I wasn't there.
He's good at that. He's a character, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Right. I hope everyone liked the new santascloset.org, santascloset.org, our sponsor on the Bob and Barry Show on Mondays, promo that we just done a few moments ago. Like I said, I may redefine that and change a couple of things on it. It was really kind of thrown together hastily, and I'll tell you, I made one for Derek Dugan for tomorrow night and one for Spangle, new promos for them that we will run tomorrow night that will debut. And I done those on Saturdays. So last night after we came in from spending Mother's Day with the family and all, and I sat down after everyone else went to bed here at my house and started working on one for Tom. And for some reason, I lost my microphone. My computer would not recognize any of my microphones. It wouldn't recognize the one I'm using now, my external mic. It wouldn't recognize my Logitech camera up here. The microphone has built in with it. It wouldn't recognize the laptop microphone. And I tried for over 2 hours changing things, changing settings, restarting my computer, thinking that if I restarted it, then it would pick it back up, and could not get the thing to work to save my soul. Finally went to bed, gave up on it, got up today, and was telling my daughter I need help. My microphone won't work, and I went over there, and boom, it came up. And so that's why the one today for Tom was kind of hasty. Didn't really get to refine it the way I wanted to, but we think it still turned out pretty good.
Hey, I want everybody that's out there on right now, put in the comment box, hey, Bob, go buy a new computer.
I need a new one. And I really think that's the problem stems within my SSD, my solid state drive. I've got a HP Pavilion. It's only, I think, 4 years old. Not that old, spent good money for it. We were on vacation, and I always take my laptop with me everywhere I go. And, they got those carts. Of course, everyone will know the carts because last week's ISC, it seems like everyone wanted to have fun on one of the baggage carts. They were taking pictures and putting them up on Facebook. Anyway, so I hung my computer up on one of the hooks at the top, and it was in a very windy spot as we was unloading our minivan. And all of a sudden, the wind caught the cart, and two wheels turned on that thing. It started turning, and it started coming towards the curb, started falling towards my van. So I reached up and grabbed it real quick. But when I did, the strap on my computer came off. It hit the ground. Of course, it was in the carrying case, and I thought it was going to be okay, but it did mess up the reader arm on my hard drive. So I had a buddy of mine that's supposed to be this computer guru, and he took it, put the SSD in it. It just has, I love the SSD, but it just hasn't worked right. I have these problems, these issues like I had with the microphone that pop up from time to time. And it's just finicky.
Yeah, that's funny. Everybody's putting that up. Hey, Bob, go buy a new computer.
I really do need to. Just hadn't taken the time to do it. I finally got funds allocated, put back to get me another one, and I really need to try to get that done.
Maybe next week you can debut it on here.
That would be cool. I did go this week. I think it was Thursday or Friday. I don't remember what day, and spent about an hour looking through different laptops and things, and kind of getting an idea of what I might want, what's out there, for the price range that I'm in.
They got some very reasonable ones out there now. It's pretty good. Of course, when you buy one, they're already obsolete. That's the bad part of that technology.
Well, and the one that I bought was the last year's model, and got I think $200 or $300 off on it through Wally World, but it was new, but it was last year's model, so the year that I bought it, that is.
And we learned, don't hang your computer on the little rack trying to roll in there.
Yeah,
that stuff happens.
I turned and grabbed a piece of luggage out of the back of the van and turned to put it on the cart. That's when I seen the cart coming towards the curb and falling over. And I thought, oh no, it's fixing to hit my minivan. I put a dent in it. And I grabbed it. When I did, that strap goes hit right on the corner. Broke the top keyboard bezel. It's broke back here where the on and off button is, and that's kind of another issue. But anyway, I definitely need to. I could have this one repaired, I'm sure. But like you said, for nowadays electronics, if they're 2 or 3 years old, they're obsolete.
Yeah, chunk it and get you a new one, man.
Technology changes so fast and upgrades and stuff. All right, guys, we want to thank everyone for coming on today with us and listen to us chit chat and preview the guests for the upcoming shows. Talk about tomorrow night's show a little bit. Tell everyone to please go over and try to spend $1 or $2 with the sponsors that we have. We have great sponsors. We have 3 fantastic sponsors. One for today is Santa Tom with santascloset.org. That's SantasClauset.org. Right there. There you go. Except it doesn't have, the website doesn't have the, what do you call that? Between the S and the E there. My mind's going blank.
SantaClauset.org.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, and then of course on our Tuesday Night Live we have Santa Derek Dugan and Sleigh Driver Apparel Company and Spangles Stuff for Santa and schoolofsantas.com. Excuse me. All right, guys, thank you so much. Minnesota weather not the best today. Well, you know what? I hope that it's a little bit cooler up there than it is here. So enjoy the cool weather while you've got it, and hope for the best for days to come.
And everybody keep that in mind right there about our Cotton States get together Saturday, May the 21st over in Gunnersville, Alabama. Come see us, say hello. There'll be fun time.
That's right. And so we're going to go ahead and jump out of here for today. Hope to see everyone back here next Monday, 3 p.m. Central Time for the Bob and Barry Live Preview Show. Remember, tomorrow night's Tuesday Night Live show. Have a fantastic guest lined up, and looking forward to that show. So see everyone tomorrow night. Thank you so much for coming. God bless everyone. Barry?
God bless you. See you tomorrow night. And we do this. Be claws, we care.